I got a tip that Amin Hassanian, the former CEO of One Fat Frog, was at a restaurant convention in Orlando heading a new company in the exact same industry.
I was looking for Amin. Is he here?
Oh, yeah, he's right there.
That's when we were finally able to speak up for people who've been demanding answers.
700 families who put their life savings into this, into what was once your company, and now they're left, a few of them, homeless.
And I really feel bad for these people. I wish I can offer any kind of help to them, but I am in the same position.
FOX35 has been reporting on this situation for nearly a year. This is the first time we've spoken to the former CEO face to face.
I'm wondering how you wound up here and what's happening with people whose money was lost.
When One Fat Frog closed earlier this year, they owed $18 million. The bankruptcy trustee handling One Fat Frog's case believes $12 million associated with One Fat Frog was brought overseas. Hassanian told me he left the company in November of 2022. When we asked about that, he said at that time,
Everything was good. We were doing amazing.
he says he doesn't know a thing about the bankruptcy or what led to it. In research from my previous reporting, FOX35 has found documentation that shows a history of finance issues.
You did already have some problems with a couple of loans prior to 2022. By that point, there were already delays happening.
I was behind in 184 trailers, but with none of them was a year. There were no issue with banks or anything before I left.
There were, in fact, a lot of issues with banks and things before he left, and multiple year-long delays. In my research, I found dozens of filed lawsuits, some still pending with varying outcomes. Others have ongoing litigation.
People put the deposit down to pay for their trailer, the start of their trailer. But if they weren't being built, where does that money go?
I think you need to ask Connie about that.
Connie Bauer is Hassanian's ex-wife, who became the sole owner and shareholder of One Fat Frog after Hassanian left. She is cooperating with investigators. I've been reaching out to her since June, and she's repeatedly declined to interview, but has repeatedly pointed blame at Hassanian.
I am one of the victims of One Fat Frog. I lost the house, I lost the company, I lost everything more than anybody else.
Documents show Amex has filed 2 lawsuits against Hassanian for more than $1.25 million on credit cards he says were used on expenses from One Fat Frog. Hassanian is suing his ex-wife for those charges. And in the meantime, he's the agent for 2 new companies, Phoenix Food Trucks and Maverick Manufacturers, which makes pizza ovens and walk-in coolers.
Where did that money come from to open Phoenix?
I didn't take any money from One Fat Frog and open Phoenix Food Trucks with it. They absolutely has nothing to do with each other.
Hassanian got those companies licensed in January of 2023, 3 months after he left One Fat Frog. Court records show one of those companies, Maverick, was already getting sued by a company in North Carolina that August. Maverick and Phoenix are both named in lawsuits in Orange County from this past summer.
I can show bank statements. I'm willing to show everything. I don't have anything to hide.
I followed up, asking for those documents. Hassanian declined. The Attorney General's office told me their investigation into One Fat Frog is ongoing. The investigation is led by a division that handles laws relating to the Deceptive and Unfair Trade Practices Act. A filing with the U.S. Bankruptcy Court for the Middle District of Florida says litigation is expected to start this month. Marie Edinger, Fox 35 News.